Alright guys, my name's Chris Gutierrez with Code 3 Motors. I've got a 2007 F350 4x4 with only 54,000 miles. The coach builder is Braun, and we're going to do a walk around tour. We're going to go through all the exterior compartments and jump in the patient compartment, go over everything back there, get in the cab, go through all that stuff. We'll pop the hood, we'll look at the undercarriage and the tires, and then we'll do a test drive. So there's a lot to look at here. If you're looking for an ambulance that is like brand new without the brand new price, this is going to be about the closest thing you come to it. You'll notice the paint is in fantastic shape. I'm a little disappointed that it's not, there isn't more sun, because the paint really pops. So there isn't a scratch on this thing anywhere. So there's still some graphics on there, like the number of the unit and you know, some accreditation stickers and whatnot. They might be applicable to your area, so we just left them on. If you want to remove them, your graphics guy can do that. Everything works on this thing. It doesn't need anything. There are no oil leaks, there's no coolant leaks, there's nothing needs to be done to this thing. It's deployment ready. It can run calls right now. And we'll start with this first compartment. This is the O2 compartment. And you'll notice that it has a large space. You could put an H tank in there or an M tank, and it has the regulator present. And then you could put backboards or something on the other side there. I got some dogs at the mechanic next door that are barking. Alright, so you'll notice this is where we have our inverter and more storage compartment there. There's a shelf that's adjustable. You can move that up and down how you want. Back here there are two large adjustable shelves. You also have access to this from inside. You'll see that there's doors right there. We'll get in the back in just a minute. There's a large compartment for backboards. This is much deeper. It's deep enough you could put a Stokes basket in there if that is something that you carry. So it's definitely big and deep. There's a small compartment down here for snow chains or rescue equipment, turnout gear, whatever you want to put. And then we have up here is our compartment with, there's two adjustable shelves. This is typically where you would put your monitor, your portable oxygen, portable suction, all the stuff you're taking into your rescue would be there. So let's go ahead, I'll fire it up, we'll jump in the back, and then we'll start going over everything. Let's get in the back, and oh, you know what I need to do? Let me turn on, well, you know, I'll do it from back here. You can see right away the floor is in fantastic shape. There are no cuts or tears or anything like that. The cabinetry is in really nice shape. I am waiting for one item to come in. One of these plexiglass sliders was cracked, so we pulled it out, and I'm waiting for Braun to send me a replacement for this side. We have the handle, and they're going to cut it to size, the same thickness, the same tint. We'll pop it back in, and we'll be back in business with that. Other than that, this thing is flawless. So you'll see that it has a CPR seat over there, some counter space there. This is the area that I was talking about, that you have reach-through access from the outside compartment. There's a small compartment down there, and you will notice that it has little hooks there and a hole in the handle. So if you want to put control tags on your cabinets to see whether or not anything's been used in there, you can do that. Here's our action wall. Let me get some lights going back here. So it also has, it's got some pretty trick features. It has a Weldon Vista VMUX system. This controls, there's one in the front also. We'll go over that when we get up there. This is pretty high end. I only see this in fire engines. Most of the time I've seen it in a few ambulances. But we can turn our mod power on. You probably saw it got brighter. Let me sit down over here so I can show you the lights and whatnot. But you can see all of our dome lights, they're LED, and then everything's controlled off of this, whether we want to go high. You probably noticed it just got higher. Let me, I'll do it again so you can see, and you can turn them way down, or you can turn them way up. Let me go, let's go way up. Whoops, 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 bam, way up, way up. So there's that. And then we've got fluorescence. Now you see this is kind of specific to Braun. They're the only coach builder that I know that does these side fluorescence. Oh, you know what, I forgot. Yeah, there's 2 bulbs out there. I'm waiting for my guy to replace those. You'll notice all of these on this side are working. And then there's all sorts of stuff you can do from here. You can manage your oxygen. So if we go to the oxygen screen, there's no tank in there, but it would show you how much PSI you have left. It'll alarm when it gets down to like 200 PSI. It'll let you know, hey, you're getting low. You need to switch over to portable oxygen. Our suction works off of here, and that's located right down there, closer to the patient. You just got to put a tube on there with a French catheter or a yanker or whatever you use, and then you turn the inverter on from there. And then our exhaust vent, which I can hear, it looks like it's coming out of there. If there's odors back here that you don't want to be back here, you can turn them off. Or suck them out rather. Oh, it's got multi-speed. Oh, hi. Okay, so if you really want to get that stuff out, you can do that. Our climate control stuff is over here. So if you want cool, you'll see that'll come to life, and it'll show you what the temperature is currently in the patient compartment. If you want warmer, so say we go with 71, and then we control our speed selector. That will blow until we get the desired temperature back here, and it's coming out of here. You can probably hear it. It's those vertical vents that are right there. And then let's see, we go up, put it on high, and that just kicked up. You could probably hear it coming through there. And then if you want heat, well actually, yeah, if you want heat, you go to heat. If you want cool, you go to cool. If you want it warmer or cooler, that's your thermostat. You control it there. That works normally. It has a SCORE portable suction charging station. So if you have a SCORE portable suction, you can put it right there and have 2 suctions going back here. There's a plug for the inverter. There's a phone. All the radio equipment has been removed, but the wiring remains. All the antennas on the top remain. There's your reach through to turn your oxygen tank on and off. It also has emergency bypass. So if you get in an accident or something, you can turn your valve off, and it'll stop flowing oxygen to that port and that port. They both have an airflow meter. You'll notice that the bench seat, all the upholstery is in great shape. I mean, it's flawless. No scratches, no cuts. The jump seat is matching. It's a custom interior and custom jump seat with a child, looks like what they never been used before, child restraint seat. So if you have a child rider, you can put them over there. Okay, so we've got more cabinets up there. There's a lockable narcotics locker. You can see inside there, the keys are up above. sitting on top of the box. And then there's reach through for all of the mobile equipment that you will take to your rescue. If you want to access it while you're back here, you can do that from right there. There's a hazardous waste and sharps container area there. And under the bench seat, enormous, oh look, that's also, you can, from the outside compartment, I didn't realize that. From the outside compartment, you can access whatever you have under the bench seat. That is really deep, and that would be a good place for turnout gear, boots, helmets, whatever. There's your area to keep your hazardous waste and your sharps container where it's supposed to be. And then put that down. There's another rack for a sharps container over there. A net to keep you from flying in the cabinets if your partner slams the brakes on. And then our electronics, relay board and whatnot is back here. Let me see if I can slide the seat forward. Well, that's about as far as it goes, but all that stuff is in there, and it illuminates in there. And there's a few relays. I can see there's a automatic door lock, control box, and most of the wiring and everything is in there. So there is that. Is there anything else? Then obviously you've got, oh yeah, there is one more compartment, and there's storage for additional oxygen tanks. You can put 2 D tanks in there, and then there's room for other stuff if you have like sheets, pillows, or bedpans, urinals. And then there's the window to talk to the driver from there. Oh yeah, and then you can pop this down if you want access to the electronics and the O2 lines and stuff that are behind there. You can do that. Oh yeah, there's also one more compartment right there for oxygen mask, cannulas, airways, stuff like that. That's pretty much it back here. Oh, and the stereo, it has speakers back here that are really good actually. So if the patient wants music, you can blast them out back here. Good, because they work really well. I was cleaning this thing up and blasting some AC/DC back here earlier. So let's jump in the cab. I'll give you another look, and I apologize for the dogs next door. So let's jump in the cab and we'll go over all that stuff.